What's going on, guys? We're gonna do some activities today, you know? Do some activities. Bro, he's going crazy right now. It's actually insane. For real. That's why I can't stand going out there at night, to be honest. Yeah, I already know this is copyright. Alright, so we made it. Bowling event. Place is called Main Event, right? We can wait and see if they're here. Or we could just wait for them. We can just wait for them. As you guys can see, we here over here, Main Event. Here. We gotta play some bowling, guys. This area looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty cool area. What's that over there? It looks cool. We're gonna be waiting for some people and we're gonna go right in. All right, guys, we just made it. We're about to play some bowling here. Now, I would show the people who I'm with, but they're part of my family, so I'm trying to protect them, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of weirdos out there, you know what I'm saying? A lot of weirdos out there. It's pretty loud over here, guys, pretty loud. But I already saw Ciaccona's weapon, all right? I saw Ciaccona's weapon, and we're gonna talk about that, okay? We're gonna talk about that later on in this video. But for now, we're gonna be vibing, you know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna see me play some bowling, you know? About to see my skills. I need to give me a mic. Whenever I make videos like this, you guys can hear me actually talk. I actually do have a mic at home that I left it. If I brought it with me, the quality would have been 10 times better. Are we starting? Starting? All right. Here we go, guys. I thought it was just one. See me boom. Here we go. Go, take two. One more. We'll see again. If I get a strike for this one, somebody give me $5. Next time. worry, y'all, man. I might have to move to bowling, make some bowling content for you guys. Gotcha gaming ain't in it anymore, man. This is the new meta now. I'm establishing the new meta. It's bowling. I just lost so much aura right there, man. Next one is gonna be a strike. And if I do get a strike, I'm gonna max out Cartithia if I get a strike next. So we'll see. If I get a strike for this, you guys know what that means. Here we go. Not bad, not bad. So last round I lost, but this is the new round and we're gonna go crazy for this one. Your boy took a L, man. I thought I could come through for you guys, but I actually sold. Next time, though, next time, I'm gonna turn up. All right, I'm gonna turn up next time. I'm definitely gonna make some more videos, though. You know, me playing some golf, bowling, more activities, you know, so I can motivate you guys to get out that damn dungeon and touch some fucking grass, okay? But anyways, you about to hit the road. I hope you guys actually made it this far in the video because I'm going to be talking about some Wuthering Waves. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so they just dropped some more details on Ciaccona's weapon. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. And it's actually very, very interesting because one thing I noticed about Ciaccona's weapon, when I first read it, I was like, oh snap, she can actually give, you know, arrow damage bonus. No, she can't. No, she can't. This weapon cannot give arrow damage bonus. So let's go ahead and read it. It says attack is increased by 12% to 24%. So this is for herself only, okay? She's not giving her allies additional attack. No, she's giving additional attack to herself by using this weapon. Inflicting arrow erosion on the target gives a 24% to a 48% arrow damage bonus for 10 seconds. This is only to herself. If this was for allies, it would have said she is like, it would have said inflicting arrow erosion on a target gives a 24% arrow damage bonus for your allies for 10 seconds. That's what it would have said, but it didn't say that. So this buff where it says arrow damage bonus, that's for Ciaccona. Hitting targets with arrow erosion reduces their arrow resistance by 10% to 16% for 20 seconds. Now this right here is for your allies because she is inflicting a debuff on the enemy. She's essentially making the enemy receive more arrow erosion damage by shredding. Actually, no, she's not making them receive more arrow erosion damage. She is making them receive more arrow damage because it says reduces their arrow resistance for 20 seconds. So I will say when we take a look at her weapon, I will say like when you look at it at a universal perspective, like if we're looking at Ciaccona, a unit who is essentially a sub DPS unit who's also supporting your allies, this weapon can really benefit characters like Cardathea when it comes to the arrow resistance shred. Actually very good, right? Really nice. However, when it comes to, you know, the additional arrow damage bonus and the additional attack, I'm starting to believe that Ciaccona, she's going to be a unit that's going to deal some pretty decent damage, because when we saw her forte, right? Her forte, she had additional crit. Correct me if I'm wrong, I might have forgot, but she had additional crit in her forte, and she had a lot of damage bonus to herself in her forte as well. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Ciaccona is going to be a unit that's going to deal meaningful damage, but at the same time, she's going to like amplify your allies' performance by, you know, applying buffs, you know, additional damage bonuses and etc., or error resistance and whatever. So yeah, man, like when I look at her kit, I'm like, damn, bro, like they're really focusing on, you know, increasing her own damage. And I think when we take a look at all these units over here, especially when we take a look at hybrid characters, for example, characters like Jaja. Now for Jaja, yeah, she's like a great unit for glacial characters, especially for like, you know, characters like Carlotta. But you know, it like Ciaccona gives me Jaja vibes, where like she's gonna deal good damage similar to Jaja, where like Jaja, she's doing like coordinated attack, but at the same time she's also dealing some pretty good damage. And that's why when you guys take a look at her build, you guys can see they put moonlit clouds, or they put this over here. And when you take a look at her echo stats, it's crit rate, crit damage, glacial damage bonus, and additional attack. But for characters like, you know, let's say Mortefi, for example, when you take a look at his substats, I mean, of course it's the same thing, but like the damage isn't that crazy for, you know, characters like Mortefi. Or let's say Senwa, right? Do they have the same thing for Senwa? Yeah, it's crit rate, crit damage, glacio, whatever, attack percent. But let me see, when it comes to substats though, what did they put for substats? They had to put like crit rate, crit damage, right? Energy, yeah, they put crit rate, crit damage, yeah. So yeah, honestly for Ciaccona, it's pretty obvious that her build is going to be crit rate, crit damage, attack, and probably energy regeneration, since you want her to get her ultimate as much as possible. Like you want her to use her ultimate a lot, that she can actually apply a fuck ton of arrow erosion on the enemy. Now the good thing about Ciaccona is that she can inflict a good amount of arrow erosion with her normal attack, her skill as well, which is really good. The fact that she can apply it with her normal attack and skill is insane. So she's going to be a unit where like she's going to be so useful long term. And that's why for like all the people who are deciding to skip, you know, Ciaccona and just go for Cardathea, you know, that's what I'm doing as well. But if you're going to summon for Ciaccona, don't feel too bad about it. Like don't feel bad about it, because you're actually investing in a unit that's going to enable so many arrow characters in the future. Like if World decides to drop more arrow erosion units in the future, you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? You're good to go. Of course, you missed out on Cardathea. If you're a free-to-play player, you know, of course you're gonna miss out on Cardathea. But if they decide to release more arrow erosion units in the future, you're gonna be good to go. Especially with a character like Ciaccona, she is going to enable so many arrow erosion units in the future. Is gonna be so like it's gonna be insane. So honestly, summoning. Oh shit, my fault. Summoning for Ciaccona, you're pretty much like investing long term. That's literally what you're doing. You're investing long term, and you're pretty much trying to prep up for future upcoming arrow erosion reliant characters. And of course, if you're lucky enough, you might get Cardathea. Who knows? Hopefully that can happen to me, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't trying to risk that 50-50. You know, like I'm not trying to summon for Ciaccona. I lose the 50-50. It ain't worth it, man. It's not fucking worth it. So we're just gonna go all out for a Cardathea instead, because when it comes to Cardathea, it seems like she's gonna be a lot more flexible compared to Zani, which is really good. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. That was pretty much it for all the updates we have for Ciaccona. They just dropped her weapon details, and we also have this upcoming event coming soon called Dreaming Deep Solaris Film Festival. That's pretty much it. So yeah, we're gonna get like 600 asteroids from this, and nothing too crazy. But yeah, I'm honestly just I'm looking forward to version 2.4. I really am. I'm looking forward to version 2.4, because 2.4 is where it's at, man. We about to get so much content for version 2.4. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. When it comes to bowling, I definitely gotta, you know, up my bowling skills. It's been a minute since I played bowling. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a minute since I bowled. But what did I just say? It's been a minute since I bowled? Hell no. But it's been a minute since I went bowling. I think the next video, like the next activity when it comes to touching grass, I don't know. I'm gonna do a trip on July. So I might do that. You know what I'm saying? I might do that, make a video on that. I'll keep you guys up to date with that. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Adios.